Hello, 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 hello. Okay, I know you can hear me. That sound. So I wanted to draw some attention to the simplicity of the things that I have represented here on the chart with boxes. So, I'll start here at this bullish order block here. I assume that you already know what a bullish order block is, but I suppose only the high of this is what would matter, right? So we're currently trading above the bullish order block high. We haven't taken out the low of the bullish order block. So just I want to make this video really quick so that I can reference it back. But there's something else that I want to show after so that it aligns with my previous live stream because just thinking here it was like a specific analysis and I want to reference what happened after like much time has gone past. So anyway, this bullish order block here, we're currently trading above that. And as well, we formed a suspension block here. I don't know why it stayed behind, so I'll delete that. So we formed a suspension block here. It's just outlined by this very small volume imbalance here, and also at the low as well. So this one candle is suspended between these two, and it's also a fair value gap. So this is a suspension block, and price that's what ICT meant by suspension. I thought he meant suspension is in prices jumping off it. so so this is a suspension block here, which is being treated as an inversion, straight away. It was just uh, engulfed by, not engulfed, but it was just overrun by bullish momentum. But I need to get my thing back. One second. So the bullish order block here is defined by these three candles, but it's really only the open price of the first of the three candles that matters. So there's that, and also the suspension block here that forms inside of the delivery of this order block, right? So this is the reaction from that, and you can just see they overlap each other. So this red line is the consequent encroachment, oh sorry, the mean threshold of this order block, and it overlaps with the almost anyway the top of the suspension block here, and then this is the consequent encroachment of the suspension block, which was traded back into and then utilized for higher prices. And then so I assume you know about grading things deeper than the suspension block as well. So obviously this and this will be cut into quarter instead of just two halves, and then you can do the same for eighths and sixteenths. So this is also the new week opening gap, the most recent one. But I don't know exactly where it was defined because this cuts off at 456 for some reason. So I'm going based on this, but it might be different for the next four candles that appear. I'm not sure. I have to check more thoroughly, but that's just a average visual representation of where it would be. So it's here somewhere, and if that is correct, then I don't know why it goes off earlier for some reason. But basically, sorry, I got distracted. My phone started like flashing. I have a 5 minute view for some reason. I don't know who's been like watching my live stream, but um, anyway, these three things are so simplistic and like they just like call for higher prices, you know, because this was utilized. Sorry, this was sort of rejected, and Price never utilized this area. Sorry, well, like this new week opening gap was rejected, and Price didn't need to come into here, and then it still drove prices higher and took out this high, and then okay, so the like came back into here eventually, and then it immediately drove higher, but we haven't taken out this high yet, which is quite crazy. Because I mean, for this to pan out and be bullish, obviously for price to go higher, you need to take out this high here. But like, I printed this like as it happened, or I'm pretty sure it was more. I don't know if it was specifically exactly as it happened. What time was this? Mm, yeah, potentially could have been. I was just like sitting in like a cafe, um, and like I was watching this price action, and I'm pretty sure like it might have been somewhere around this time today. I don't know. So I'm not sure, but I don't know if I took a screenshot. I probably didn't. Um, so the simplicity of this is mad. Yeah. We also have this. What I wanted to refer to earlier is this blue bar, which is the first presented fair value gap of the equities open sort of time framework that ICT uses, and like this perfectly overlaps with these, which were also printed on the same day. So that's the London first presented fair value gap, the London Open Kill Zone first presented fair value gap, and this is the 6:30 a.m. 1 minute candlestick because it represents like some form of pre-market, like whereabouts roughly price was in the pre-market session before price like started opening up in New York for the day. So this was like formed after, so it was like the London first and then 6:30, and then this is formed anywhere after 9:31, the blue bar. So this one perfectly overlaps these two. And like, oh sorry, yeah, in reference to my previous live streams, I don't know if it was one or two, it might have just been like one. I mentioned that like I want to see price like either come up into here and then reject it and go lower, right? Or I want to see price go lower and then reject and come higher. So in fairness, neither of these were true, and as well both of them were also true. And this was actually on live stream as well. So like I realized that this like cluster, like these ones under here and also this, like price would want to go up to that because it's from like quite a long time ago. See, so I knew price would want to eventually come back up to there, and so I was trying to target it, and then price like rejected it here, and then like, but I don't know if this entry was placed as well. I think it was. I don't know if like I mean if this is anchored to be here, then I feel like this. Oh shit! What the fuck? How did that? What? What? Yeah, that's quite mad. I mean, I've never like I didn't really go look into like detail of this, but it's quite impressive that to be honest. This macro here, the low was swept there. Oh shit, first. But like price would have like come back into this macros range. Like so you see it would have dropped out of it here and then it came back into it and then dropped out of it here and also there as well. That's mad. And every single time it did that, it also took the high out again. But um, this is like what I wanted to draw attention to. It's quite crazy. I'm not sure if this order was placed as well because that stop is like fucking diabolical. uh, but like I want to like be able to refer back to it in my previous live stream. Like it's this area specifically here. That's quite crazy. I mean, Price in fairness didn't trade into this. Oh, I can't do it because the magnet's on. But imagine if I was pointing up to here. Price didn't trade into shit, this, and it just rejected it, and then it came lower, and like it took my stop loss and shit. See it. Uh, uh, that's just like yeah. But either way, I knew that like this area was eventually gonna be traded into. Like I was still calling the price higher, you know. So like we formed this above that, and like if you go back to the date, like this is like the 23rd of February. I don't know if YouTube is able to like give you an exact date of when it was posted, or just like says how many weeks or whatever. But it's quite mad how like all of this is forming above that. Oh, do you want to see what else is crazy? So like obviously none of this has been altered or anything. Yeah. As you extend this blue line here, you can see that it over like sorry this wick goes into this area. Like that's fucking mad. Wow, crazy. Obviously, I don't have fucking replay mode. This is not the right thing. See, how do you get rid of this now? But that's mad though, isn't it? Like, what the fuck? In this area here, I can't go back and show you anything less than a 15-minute time frame. And like all of these things were formed on the 1 minute time frame. But where was it? Up here somewhere. Oh no way. So I was using them because they were the like sort of the original ones in the initial run higher, because like all of this was like previously unmitigated like price, like gold had never been up here before, and so like this was printed, like you got like the London Open kill zone, and then the New York Open kill zone, and then the Equities Open range here, and like there's a first percent of fair value gap, and then I used a 6:30 a.m. 1 minute candlestick, and then also the first presented fair value gap of London. That's formed after like the like it can't be formed on the exact I don't know how to say it, like so say it starts at like 9:30, it needs to be formed anything after 9:31. You can't use the one at 9:30. Oh. So anyway, that was like where this had formed here, and then after that, huge time distortion, and then price eventually did take this up here, and then what happened after that? We're forming this, which looks like support for the idea of this price holding above this area here, which is mad. The fucking how does that overlap, man? Like that, like this 1 minute bullish order block is the whole size of the 1 hour candlestick. What? What, you know what I'm saying? What the fuck? So these 3 minutes, 1, 2, 3, is the whole size of the 1 minute. What? Oh shit! It literally happens like at the start of the 1 hour, and and for the whole of the next hour, price failed to trade above or below. Wait, did it? Nah, it didn't. It took the low. You see, that's crazy. It even drove lower into here. What? Wait, I don't know what I'm saying. Sorry, getting a bit carried away. Ignore that last bit, but this is quite crazy in terms of like what do I think next. I don't know because there's been some like territorial invasions between Iran and like some other countries. So because of that, it might impact things. Um, in the past, I've seen quite significantly. There was one time where, like, on the gold price on here, there was like a fucking I don't know some type of like terrorist attack or something, right? That happened on the weekend during this move here, which is like I don't know how to like define it with like ICT knowledge, right? Like not that I'm like sort of combining the two things. Like that's fucking awful that there was like a terrorist attack. Like that is actually awful. But like in the first like part of my trading career, not career, sorry, I've lost so much money. It doesn't matter though. But like basically, like I shorted here thinking that this was gonna get mitigated, and I suppose it did. There's a wick. Is wait. Oh shit. Never mind. Crazy. So like anyway, like I shorted here, yeah, because I thought this gap was gonna get filled with my limited trader knowledge. But like if I bought here instead of shorting, like, and if that was it, then I would have made like I think it's something like £62,000 based on the current gold price from down there, and like that's quite painful to be honest. I was using 0.22 lot size because gold was very cheap at the time, and it let me do that on £100. But oh, sorry, wait, no, I'm laughing about like the movement in candlesticks, yeah, but it's actually quite fucked up to be honest, because like there was literally a terrorist attack like on the weekend before this had formed. Like, what the fuck? That's that's either some mad coincidence or like what? So like, but based on like current times, obviously there's just been like it is not nearly as bad though. You know what I'm saying? Like what happened with like Hamas and that terrorist attack on the October 7th of 2023. I think like a large amount of people like lost their lives because of that. But what's happened today or like a few days ago with um, Iran and the UAE, I think that sorry, I don't know. I shouldn't really. I don't know. I feel like I shouldn't really be talking about it. Like it's not really my place to like talk about this. You know what I mean? But it's simply just based on like what I'm seeing on the chart and like what I'm like looking at here. Like it just for some reason, like I just not that I like I kind of like have seen this before, but like I don't know. Like huge. Nah, it's not the same. It's not the same. Like what happened recently is like it's not as bad as like all of those like I can't say it like it's not as bad as like fucking the Hamas attacks October 7th, what I was talking about before. But so like I don't know why price would like react like hard to like this thing. I suppose it's like the tension of like war arising and like that potentially happening in the future. Like I feel like that's maybe like what like would be considered a reason for this like continued like volatility. But or maybe it's just simply price action and like the war has absolutely nothing to do with it. I'm not sure. Like is it not like publicly known knowledge that like war affects these financial markets? I mean, is that not like not exactly how it works? It's like more to do with the overall economy and like how much money is being like spent and like especially for gold, like it's to do with the strength of the. I don't know if it's solely to do with the strength of the dollar. I mean, it seems as though the USA sort of maintain quite a lot of gold in the safety deposit boxes. It's fucking quite mad. As well in London, as it doesn't matter. But I suppose we are talking about gold. Like it's because like I'm thinking about things, yeah, but I can't actually verbalize it for some reason. Like I fail to be able to actively articulate myself in the way that I would like to. It helps if I close my eyes because I'm able to really like focus on what I'm trying to say. But complex topics and that it's difficult for me personally. So that's basically what I see here. I mean, buy side is like I don't want to say inevitable, but I mean you could go within the realm of inevitable. Maybe yeah. What would be impossible? Like what I feel would be impossible, and the impossible things do happen. Is if price just didn't make a higher high for like the next year, you know, like because everyone's anticipating the higher price. Like if it didn't make the higher high and it just stayed and just consolidated for time. But I don't feel like that is what is going to happen. Obviously, the high seems like the likely scenario because apparently the something to do with like offsetting debt or something in America. Like they want to like the gold price should be higher because the value of the assets owned by the country increases, right, with the value of the the gold or the assets. So anyway, the more expensive the gold becomes, the better it is for the country. Does that make sense? I mean, that is the way that it seems to be. I would say that I wish I realized that back then, but at the same in the same breath, when I refer to back then, I'm just recording this for myself. Yeah, like I don't mean to um I don't know, like I don't mean to stumble on my words so much. It's just so I can refer back to it in time, pretty much. But when I refer to back then, I'm talking about this. So whatever I said before, sorry, I've completely lost track of what I was saying. I don't know. Anyway, the reaction of this bullish order block is quite crazy, and same with the suspension block here, and as well, both things overlap quite perfectly with this new week opening gap here. But I'm not 100% sure if this is formed accurately because for some reason the chart finishes at 456 instead of 459. So those 3 minutes could potentially matter, you know. As well, in the same breath, sorry, of 3 minutes, this order block here, 1, 2, 3 down close candles, is literally the whole range of this 1 hour candlestick, and and obviously in that 1 hour it failed to, and like the order block was formed in the first 3 minutes of the hour, so quite mad. Um, I don't know exactly what I believe is going to happen in terms of higher price. This is Asia high. So this is the Asia Open kill zone from ICT's concepts. So I'm gonna mark that as, and I think this is unmitigated as well. Price hasn't come back up into here. I think that that's not a suspension block there. No, those are flat. I don't know why. It's just the gap between them. I'm just too close to the screen right now. It's certain. It's not. I don't know if it's too close. Okay, it doesn't matter. So, anyways, this high here should be black. Maybe quite sick. Not this like gray color. And that's Asia Open kill zone high. And what can I like say to have it like unmitigated? Maybe like the date or something. When did it form? This was the 29th of January 2026. Okay, so where are we now? Oh, this is what's right above it as well. So, in fairness, I'm gonna 100% want to take these levels into the future with me because why the fuck would I not want to do that? I suppose it doesn't really matter. So, obviously, I'm quite glad that I put these levels on because I don't have a premium, so I had to like put them on within those like few days. So I do have them on the way going up for it also to come down. And what's this big pink level here? I don't know what that is, to be honest. What is that? It's not labeled with anything. I don't know. I don't want to get distracted. So price may want to like seek to come up here. Wait, no. This is top priority first. So it's gonna come up here. Obviously, this is like not financial advice. Please don't like risk money on this decision now because of like the geopolitical climate at the moment and like everything that's been going on in the world. I don't know. I mean, gold like should rise in this time, but like just because it should rise doesn't mean that it actually will go up there. And respect these levels that I somehow have on my chart right here because if that does happen, then that's quite mad. In consideration to how I put these on my thing. I don't know. We'll check. Did I take a screenshot of it? No, I didn't. Sad. Okay, that's unfortunate, but but I would like to see price come up here and like obviously we all want to see price go higher. I wish I realized that back in the day, but yeah, so that's gold. I feel like I want to leave this live stream here because it's already 29 minutes long, and 29 minutes is quite a substantial amount of time if you're actually going to sit here and like watch the whole thing. So I don't want it to like defer too much from the point, and like I'll probably like sit here and like go off topic. But I just wanted to outline like in reference to my previous live stream this price action here and what happened because I'd put these like orders on my chart. Like this one, fair enough, but I already had this red line here, but I suppose obviously the whole point of this is to align your orders with your analysis and not the other way around. Don't so, but okay, it doesn't matter. This is the 200 EMA here, so I don't know why I was thinking to go short there because I was like noticing this price. Yeah, that's what it was. Like I knew a price would come down to here, which it did, and like that's on the live stream. Oh shit! But in terms of like what I think is gonna happen like in the near future, yeah, like I've only got support down here. Like so, like unless price like comes lower than here, I I wouldn't really anticipate like price like holding lower. Like the interp no, maybe not the interpretation I have, like the level